Welcome back to another PhantomTec Reports episode for late February 2025, peeps. So let's not diddle-dawdle around and get stuck right on in, as AMD's upcoming RDNA 4 graphics cards and Zen 5 processors are charging onto the scene like a GPU-powered stampede, sending a jolt through the gaming and PC hardware landscape. Leaks and performance benchmarks are already playing peekaboo ahead of AMD's official announcement on February 28th, and you can bet March is about to be a blockbuster month. Why? Because AMD is rolling out its RDNA for GPUs alongside the much anticipated 9950X3D and 9900X3D CPUs, and the internet is already grabbing its popcorn. So what's the buzz? According to those spicy leaks, the Radeon RX 9070 and 9070 XT are flexing some serious pixel pushing muscle. With over 30 games tested, these GPUs are stepping up to NVIDIA like they just spotted their ex at a party. Cool, confident, and a little bit extra. The 9070 XT seems to be nipping at the heels of the RTX 5080, while breezing past the RTX 5070 and 5070 Ti. That's right, AMD's not just knocking on NVIDIA's door, they're ready to kick it down. At 4K resolution, the 9070 XT reportedly clocks in 42% faster than the RX 7900G REE. That's not just an upgrade, that's a power surge. Drop the resolution to 1440p, and the boost still sizzles at 38% over the RX 6900 HT, a meaty 51% improvement. Meanwhile, the RX 9070, AMD's slightly more modest offering, pumps out a 21% performance boost, making it clear AMD is eyeing the upper mid-range market like a cat staring down a laser pointer. And ray tracing? AMD didn't just step up their game, they strapped on rocket boots. Ray tracing performance is soaring past RDNA 3 like it's late for a meeting. F124, 105% faster 7900 GRE versus the 9070 God of War Ragnarok. 124% improvement 7900 GRE versus the 9070 XT. Cyberpunk 2077, 166% uplift over the 7900 GRE. Far Cry and Witcher, 146% and a 148% improvements. Avatar, 136% gain, which funnily enough is the worst ray tracing jump we've seen. These leaps are likely thanks to AMD's side hustle with the PlayStation 5 Pro, which clued us in on a juiced up ray tracing architecture, with the 9070 XT showing a 146% improvement in God of War Ragnarok. AMD's not just catching up to NVIDIA's ray tracing reign, they're tossing their own crown into the ring. So how do these pixel gladiators stack up against NVIDIA's heavyweights? At 4K, leaked benchmarks reveal the following Royal Rumble: the RTX 4080, 134%, the RTX 5070 Ti, 135%, the RX 7900 XTX, 27%, and the RX 5080, 150%. Sure, NVIDIA still holds some ground, but if AMD plays its cards right, pricing smartly and keeping the stock flowing, this could be anyone's fight. But wait, there's more. Zen 5 is tagged in with the 9950 X3D and 9900 X3D, CPUs so powerful they might just bench press your motherboard. These aren't just gaming CPUs, they're productivity beasts designed for creators, streamers, and anyone who likes their PCs with a little extra horsepower. While gamers might not need all those threads, those juggling game streams, editing software, and 50 Chrome tabs at once will be grinning ear to ear. And let's talk overclocking, because whispers in the hardware halls suggest RDNA 4 might have some hidden juice under the hood. AMD seems to be leaving the door open for enthusiasts to crank things up a notch, and we're already wondering how high these GPUs can climb once unleashed. All of this is unfolding against the backdrop of NVIDIA's somewhat wobbly RTX 50 series rollout, from eye-watering prices to those odd reports about missing ROPs, render output units, on the 5070 Ti and 5090. The door's open, and AMD is already stepping through with RDNA 4. Bottom line, AMD is cooking up something fierce for 2024, with RDNA 4 pushing both rasterization and ray tracing to new heights, and Zen 5 blending gaming and productivity like a high-performance smoothie. If AMD can balance their act with solid pricing and steady supply, they might just snatch a bigger slice of the GPU market pie. The battle lines are drawn, and March is going to be a showdown worth watching. Stick with PhantomTec for the freshest updates, and if you like what you see, smash that like button and subscribe, because trust me, this tech roller coaster is just getting started. I'm just another Tech Phantom signing off from PhantomTec. Peace!
Well, peeps, that's about all, but leaving you with one more point. PhantomTec, your go-to source for tech that's cutting edge, insightful, and Phantom approved. What I've realized is that letting go of old PC parts is like discarding pieces of history. History we need to preserve. Not just for documentation's sake, but for your sake, for my sake, and for the sake of future innovation. People, imagine a future where we can compare the apples and oranges of technology, side by side, unveiling the stories they tell, the progress they've made. I want to take you on that journey with me. I'm deeply passionate about technology, but here's the truth. Innovation doesn't happen in a vacuum. It thrives when we learn from the past, when we carry its lessons forward as a foundation for the breakthroughs of tomorrow. If we abandon our roots, we risk a future where progress stagnates, where competition stumbles, and where innovation stands still for a decade or more. This is PhantomTec. We honor the past, celebrate the present, and push forward into the future together. And please don't forget to subscribe, peeps, or this is all for nothing. PhantomTec. So thanks everyone, and peace.